Welcome back to Deadlock, the cat-approved supernatural MOBA. It's time to head out onto the map to break down some simple strategy and mechanics that will aid you in winning the early game, starting with lane positioning and breakables. The first 10 minutes of the game is arguably the most important part of the ritual right now. Understanding lane positioning and having a baseline route to grab boxes, statues, and effectively farm up will set you up for the rest of the game. There's two main aspects to pay attention to in order to achieve lane domination. The first is understanding where high ground and veils are. Deadlock is unique in terms of MOBAs when it comes to verticality. High ground is often where you'll want to be, especially with characters like Yamato and Sinclair, who have great long-range poke. But don't underestimate the power of the veil. While it may not be the most aggressive, it provides concealment which can give you the space you will sometimes need in order to farm the wave to make sure you're not getting pushed out by over-aggressive opponents. And with characters like Billy or Abrams, can be extremely potent for close-range heroes who excel at locking down tight spots. Here are some example positions for each lane, color-coded red and blue, to signify offensive or defensive positioning. The second aspect is called wave manipulation. There are many different combinations of formations creep waves can end up in based on how you're interacting with the lane. Let's say you're Ivy and you Kutzel bomb the wave as it drops from the hyperline. That is going to slow them down and push your wave closer to their tier 1 guardian, giving you easier access to high ground and aggressive sightlines you could utilize to choke out enemies, making it really hard for them to effectively farm, and giving you the ability to prod and see if you can tower dive them early, completely shutting them out. Beep Bop has a similar interaction to this, but on the opposite effect. By pushing ally creeps forward with uppercut, he can most times get them killed faster so that waves push under your own tier 1 guardian. While there, you can utilize hook and pull enemies under your tier 1 guardian, often getting them stuck in bad positions for an easy kill. There are many different strategies depending on the character, and it's up to you to feel out how far you can push the advantage of your hero, or adapt to the pressure enemies might be applying to you. Now that you have lane priority, or are being pushed in and poked out of your lane, causing you to lose credit on souls, now what? Well, that's where boxes and statues come into play. Each lane has both of these littered around that you can utilize to get even further ahead or catch up depending on the situation. Let's take a moment to run through some basic routes you can utilize right now that will get you some extra souls that are relatively safe.
Slay them and grow strong.
Now that you've seen some of the most basic box runs, keep in mind you can mix and match routes together depending on how much time you have to collect them. Also, understand that this is supplementary. Lane farm is the most important part of farming and takes priority, and getting your enemy's tier 1 guardian under 8 minutes provides extreme pressure since it creates so much space for you to roam around the map and steal boxes, statues, and anything else from the enemy team. But even if the tier 1 guardian isn't down, now that you've seen the routes, you can think about contesting enemy box rotations if you're playing a character that's good at 1v1s, like Drifter or Calico. Laning has a lot of moving pieces, but now that you have basic tools to be able to identify the ebb and flow, work on adapting these strategies to your playstyle, and you'll be in the best position moving forward. That concludes this portion of the breakdown. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and let me know in the comments any lane positioning tricks you've got. Stay tuned for more early game strategy. Next, we'll take a look at various timings to get you min-maxing resources on the map.